Yeah, you need to send at least 3 of your trucks over to Manyana. They're about to get smashed over this side.
It felt like there were dragons up on the ridges, spitting fire and roaring at us.
The trauma of those events and seeing the destruction of our wildlife has really affected me.
I kind of thought it would be common sense that we would do a stock take of the impact of the fires. I mean, they were massive before we allowed any more destruction, but apparently not.
If the government says that it's a law, well, the law should be changed.
When I heard that this development, or when this forest was going to be destroyed, my immediate thought was there's greater gliders in there.
So gorgeous. Good job.
It became pretty apparent early on that we were traumatised people fighting for something, and that was a really hard thing to do.
Manyana Matters is a landmark campaign. WWF is partnering with the Environmental Defenders Office to gain stronger laws to protect critical habitat across 1.4 million hectares from Queensland to New South Wales and Victoria across 6 priority landscapes.
In just a few days, a developer plans to bulldoze this precious bushland.
So we had to be very creative about how we ran our actions and our campaign.
So it's great to have something that helps people imagine what it would be like to live in that bushland.
We've been able to kind of use our experience to our media contacts and also our experience kind of, packaging the story to get it out.
What I was able to bring was my filmmaking skills, and that's what I've contributed.
And I think it's really important that we educate my children and my grandchildren on why we want to save the bush, save the animals.
WWF wrote to the Australian and New South Wales Environment Ministers calling on them to protect that bush from development.
Once the fires come through, particularly at the scale that we're talking about, refuges for that recolonisation are that much more important.
If we can't fight for what's happening right behind us and what's happening around us, how can we solve the global issues?
And we hope it is a model for other communities around Australia to show that you can make your voices heard and make politicians sit up and take notice.